Okay guys, today we're going to go fish a new area, and I'm going to try to find crappie on stumps. That's my plan. Now if I find a brush pile or something else, I'm going to fish for them. But we're mainly going to try to find crappie on stumps. Alright? I tell you all the time here that crappie use stumps. And I know I've had people go like, what? Crappie love to use big old stumps in the water. Y'all seen stumps against the bank of the washed out and the roots are exposed and stuff? I tried to show you some in videos. You can see it on live stuff. You can see the roots going up and see the darkness underneath them. There's so many places for them to hide and get around. Food comes around. Crappie are no different than a cat. A cat will get up on a fence post, okay, because he's kind of hiding something and he can look for his prey. Because mice don't look up and he can jump down on them. Hawks do that. Crappie get around the stump, and as the shad's coming, he can move around behind the stump, and when the school of shad comes by, they can leave the stump and chase them. They can use the stump for cover, to hide, right? And for their own safety too. They use stumps more than you think they do, guys. Let's go see if we can find some crappie on stumps. Guys, you don't know how long I've fought with these crappie on a stump. This is my first crappie. I've caught 3 bass. I've caught 3 bass, guys. I've been fishing about an hour. I'm in a new area that I've never fished. I said this a couple weeks ago. I came down here a couple weeks ago, made a video, or last week I made a video. You can see the bridge way up in the distance. First time I've been through this bridge was last Saturday. And here I are again because I wanted to make something in a different area. Just trying to find some crappie that haven't seen me before and seen my baits. That's a nice fish, isn't it, guys? That's a real nice fish. Okay? All right, buddy. Now let me get all set up here. I found a little brush pile over there on that point, and it had some crappie on it, and they beat me. I went through about 6 different colors, and they would beat it. I even threw the little bit in there, and they'd beat it to pieces. But I never figured out. I don't think they were very big. I think they were smaller crappie to start with. These crappie here have a decent sized mark to them. Let me see if I can find them on the depth finder while I'm talking to you, and I'll show them to you. There they are. They're on stumps. There's one pile there. I think those might be smaller. This one came from right there. And there's a couple right here on the stump under me. Now they act like bass. See, that acts like a bass right there, doesn't it? See the way he's moving, how big he is? I believe he's a bass, the way he's swimming around. See how those crappie hold to that stump? Now they'll leave that stump when they're chasing me, then they go right back. That's more like a crappie. That bass, the other fish close to us here, he's out here about, guys, he ain't very far. What's it, 5 feet? He's out in here. Might be closer than that. Anyway, it's just stumps, guys. That's what I'm fishing today, fishing stumps. Now, if I find a brush pile, that's fine, but I'm basically fishing stumps. Now, this is a flash color Tweety bird. I've tried I got a new color I'm playing with. They bumped it. As soon as I went to this flash color, bam. Now, this water's clear right here now. I mean, it's clear. See, y'all can probably see my Tweety bird right there, can't you? I can see it right there. I can see it down, gosh guys, I can see it down 4 feet. Yeah, I can see that bait 4 feet deep. That's how clear the water is here. Now I'm on the dam side. That's what I'm telling you. I usually fish the river end. Up where I usually fish, you're gonna see down about 1.5 feet. See, the Gaston Dam's around this corner and too far, all right? All right, well, it's still a good little ways. I said it ain't too far. It's probably, I hate to guess, guys, 4 miles. All right, guys, I got one the next cast. See, I got them, we call it being forward. I got them interested. You know, once they see one bite, and once they start biting, sometimes you can catch a few of them. And they go quit on me here in a minute. And it's clear water, they know something's wrong. And they go stay on that stump, but they go quit on me. What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna go I'm going to a little bit, I'm gonna go to a bug. The Tweety bird's small, it's 1.5 inches too. Now, some of y'all ask me this a lot of times, what would I recommend for clear water? There you go, guys. And this is what I tell you, the flash or wow. I don't know if I have any wow with me. I'm gonna dig here and see if I do. Guys, I don't carry a lot of bait. I carry a lot of baits with me, but I don't carry I don't carry a lot of baits that's in my stock all the time. I know y'all think I do, and people ask me that sometimes. They go like, somebody stopped at my house here the other day and he said, looking at baits. I said, you can. I said, but here's the thing. Every bag of baits you buy, which is fine, now I'll show you some, I have to go up and take them off of the inventory. When you look on my site, it's going to say how many I got in stock. Now there's Dazzle. That'd be a good one to try. I got to delete them, okay? Because if y'all know that, you know, you go on the site, you go to tackle where else. I don't know where you go, guys. There's ice. That's ice with blue flake. Here's a light blue one. Here's the one not on the site, but I've caught fish on the cricket right here. It's a real light blue with a little pearl in it. All right, guys. When this closest stump I showed you, this is what I figured. So I told you they were smaller. I said I'm gonna throw at it one time. I said they were smaller, and they probably were sun perch or something. There you go. That's what they are. Nice ones. But and that's what they do to your baits. The sun perch just tear them up. They got that little mouth, and I think that's why. I think when they grab it like that and they just chomp down on it and chew it. No mouth's tough. All right, let's see here. I don't know what these gonna be, guys. I found a nice crappie. I thought it was gonna be sun perch. I found a school of fish on a stump. All right, guys, my camera cut off. I told you it has a mind of its own. All right, this is on a, I'm trying to make sure it's recording, guys. When it cuts off and does all this stuff. This is on a bug. Okay, that's a nice fish, guys. That's a real nice fish. He's probably 13, all right? This is just a ice bug, guys, but it's got blue flake in it. I just threw some blue flake in some one time playing around. Just see what they do. I've been using them some, but it's still ice. Ice does have blue flake in it anyway, guys. What am I thinking about? I make so many baits, guys, I confuse myself sometimes. Now, let's see if they're still here. They were moving. There was a little piece of trash. Yeah, they're hanging over a little piece of trash right here. The water is so clear. I'm gonna show them to you right here. Right there they are, tight school. See that little stump trash on the bottom? And that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm in a new area. I'm just running around and I'm looking for any kind of cover I can find. And it's going point to point. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you what, they're hungry. One came running out of the school before it ever even got close to him. There you go. He come running out of the school. And I think that's what they're doing. I don't think they're, well, I know why now. This is number 6. I've caught 6 of these today. All they do is tear up your baits. I believe this might be a crappie. I'm telling you, I'm catching so many bass today that I'm not going to say, but he felt more like a crappie. These little spotted bass, guys, they're worried to death here. The Game Commission has told us to keep them of any size and to take them home and eat them or whatever. They're not supposed to be in this lake. And some people had brought them here from other lakes and put them in here, and they want to get rid of them. He's the small one for this pile. I'm gonna say he's small. He's probably, that in there's probably 10.5 inches. I haven't caught, most of them I've caught today have been that size. I haven't caught a couple that's really been small today. Which is good, right? But like I said, guys, things are changing here. I know they're on your lake changing too. The water temperature's dropping. It's 79. It was so foggy this morning, guys. I got a late start because it was so foggy. I couldn't see. And I came down the lake with my lights on, and I just idled. I idled for a long time because I know the lake. I just followed the shoreline and idled because I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to come way down here. And like I said, I'm a good ways from home. I'm gonna try to get y'all back in this school again, some live action here. Right there they are. Okay, 15 feet out. My bait just finally made it to them. Now guys, I'm using a light jig head on this little bug. It takes a while to get down there, but it's easier to keep in the strike zone. It's not trying to go to the bottom. When I pull it up a little bit and drop it, it's dropping real slow. Okay, I don't see it. I hope it's amongst them. Once you get down there, it's the same color as they are. There you go. And I'm just letting it sit there, and I'm just lifting it real slow, then dropping it slow. Wow. Wow. I don't have a 2-pound test, guys. That's right. That's why. When you see this rod bending, and you notice I ain't jerking and reeling, oh yeah. Oh yeah, come in, mama. Yeah. Wow, look at this one. Now guys, This tickles me pink right here, buddy. Yeehaw! Bam! Don't think that little bug won't catch the big one. Now, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. They're eating this ice color up because the water's clear. I can see those rocks coming in the water. I can see out here a long way. I can see the bottom way after here. Then it's dropping because the water's so clear. That's a nice one. Man, it's a nice fish. All right. See you, buddy. That's a good 13, guys. 12 and 3/4, 13. All right. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. There's some nice crappie here. I'm going to show y'all something. They're eating that up. You know what they ought to eat up? They ought to eat a bug up. I mean, a little bit up. Now, I've got the little bits here I made. We're going to try one of them. This is flash color. I don't sell them in flash. I was shooting flash color yesterday or Friday. I've been making baits every day, guys. Been making these. Okay, trying to build stock. My son's got the making pictures. He might be doing it today. I talked to him last night. He got him last night. My wife went up there. My wife went to visit her sister in Moscow. Then she came from Moscow. They had a birthday party for the twins. We got twin nieces. Then she, when she left there, she went to my son's. She texted me last night about, it must have been pushing 11 o'clock, and said she just made it there. So she took the baits to him so he can take pictures of them. And it takes him a while, and he don't get in no hurry. I don't tell him not to get in a hurry. I'm shooting for another week or so from now. By the time y'all see this, they'll be on there. All right, here we go. Let's see. Now I'm gonna show y'all how slow that thing's sinking if I can find it. It's hard to even see. I can't even see it now. It's hard to even see, guys. It's so small. I see the fish reaction most time more than anything. I'm trying to find the fish now. All right, the boat's moving. The wind's pushed me some. I don't see my bait. I'm just gonna bounce it once or twice. That's the hardest part right now. When you got the wind blowing a little bit, you can see the chop on the water. The boat's spinning around. Y'all know what I'm saying. The back of it's left and it goes right. When it's doing that, it is very hard to keep the boat still and find your bait. I see the fish moving. I know it's down there with them. All right, there you go. Another stinking bass. So you get a school of nice crappie like that, and it's got bass in with it. All right, that's all right. Let me get rid of him. We'll get back at it. All right, guys, this one's not from a stump. Is that cheating? So I've been looking for them for stumps, and I come down this cove. Come here. Come here. And like I told you from the last school, they quit on me. And they wouldn't even pay attention. After a while, they wouldn't even pay attention to anything. I even went to the little itsy bit. The itsy bit, forgive me. I keep calling it itsy bit because that's the first name I thought of. Little bit. It's not itsy, it's little. That's why I changed it. Anyway, guys, that's a nice fish. I'm catching some nice fish today. I'm not catching the numbers down on this part of the lake that I catch on my end. I can tell you that now. On my end, I'd have done caught 30 or 40 by now. But I don't think I've caught about 10, 12 guys, but they've been nice. What I've learned down here in this clear water, so I'm usually fish to stained water, like I told you, visibility's about 1.5 foot. That's nice. Nice fish. What I've learned down here in this clear water, because I don't fish clear water very often. It don't get very seldom gets clear on our end. It gets, like I say, a light stain, and I love the light stain. They are very finicky down here in this clear water, because I knew that. I have fished down here before. It's been years, and sometimes I put it at P Hill, but they'll spook easy. Once you catch a few out of a school down here, and I say up on my end, you can catch 4 to 6 out of a school most time, and they get harder to catch. Then you can go to that little bit, and you catch 3 or 4 more. You know, I got videos coming up. Y'all haven't seen them yet. I don't know if I've played them. Guys, right now I've got 14 videos, so I'm trying to stock up. Like I said, winter's coming, January. I've got to have videos for January, because I do very little fishing in January sometimes. Sometimes I get to fish January. Depends on our weather. So this might be one of my hold to January. All right, so if I do that, I'm sorry. I just got to do that to get through January. Okay, guys, I know y'all want to watch something in January, so to do that, I got to hold some back. But they are very picky in this clear water. All right, guys, they're trying to quit on me, guys. Actually getting where they're even moving out of the way of the bait, so I switched baits on them. When they do that, guys, sometimes, not all the time, I don't want somebody going like, well, I switch baits dinners all the time and it doesn't make any difference. I'm not, sometimes it doesn't make any difference. I switch baits and they still run from it. But, I mean, they actually move out of the way from it. But, I switched to the ocean color a little bit. I'm sorry, little minute. It's a little minute, that's what it is. Okay, he's a nice one. He's probably 11 and a quarter. Now guys, this is what I was telling you. These crappie were right here, okay? So what they done now, they've moved on back further. Now they're back under that boat. They got tired of me pestering them. Sometimes once you catch a bunch of them, they're gone now. I don't even see them. Guys, this, oops, sorry, make sure you're recording. This is a nice crappie. Come here. Oh, he must be hooked good. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. This is on something. This ain't a stump. I don't know what this is. I'll be honest with you. I think it's, you know, those trees I fish. Y'all send me fish. I think this is a tree. I don't know. And this is a long, long ways from my mother trees. This is probably 10, 12 miles. Okay. This was the ocean color a little bit. Look at that one, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bam! I'd say, hey, let's quit and go home, but I'm catching too many crappie to go home. All right, guys. I moved spots on y'all. I probably moved 8 or 10 miles. I'm heading back in. And I thought, I'm gonna stop and fish one of my favorite docks on the way back in. This is one of my favorite ones. And I'm not actually fishing the dock. What I was making this video about today was fishing new ground and finding new cover, whether it be stumps, brush piles, or what. And what I'm fishing here is a stump. And I'm not casting under the dock. And I have caught many, many, many fish here through the years. This used to be my son and I's one of the favorite places we used to come and catch fish. And I'm gonna show you. Right there. See, they're not under the dock, it's in front of the dock. But right there under 35, okay, that is a stump. I thought it was a lawn chair for years. I really did. A piece of furniture that fell off the dock. But one day I got hung on it and I went over with the live scope. Of course, and I got close as I could to see what it was. I couldn't get it off. And it's a stump. It's a stump. And it's got roots hanging off. You get real close as you can really tell, but you gotta get close to tell. And the reason it looks chattery is because some perch and crappie around it. Now you can see where a fish is out in front of it there now, see? Okay guys, second cast. Told you it was my favorite place. If they're feeding here, wow. Wow. You can stop here and catch 2 or 3 pretty fast. I have been times I've been here, gotcha. He fought hard now, hard. I have been here at times and never get a bite. Now guys, this is a new color I've been playing with, so I want y'all to look at it real close and say, Dennis, send me some of those. I don't have any anymore. I've got the ones you see right here and that's it. I made like one batch. A lot of times I'm making colors, guys. I don't make a bunch because they might not be any good. I make one batch a lot of times. And that's what I done on these right here. Yeah, I just tore that one up. That's a nice fish, guys. I mean, I'm gonna see y'all recording. Yeah, y'all recording. Y'all seeing it? That's a nice fish too, guys. He's probably, he might be 12. I don't think he's 12. I think he's 11 and 11/16. I'm throwing this little light head. You see why I done cut the collar off of it? It's loose. Look how some beat dock so much it's loose. See how little it is? It's probably a little bit less than a 3/32. Now look, he done busted it up. And here's what I'm gonna do. Don't y'all watch me do this. Shut your eyes. I'm showing y'all how to prolong and get another fish out of a bait. And I shouldn't be showing y'all that. I'm trying to sell baits. Y'all remember Denny Breyer? He used to have his picture on the spinner baits for Strike King. You remember what he used to say? Y'all go out there with the spinner bait. You want to use it on 2-pound test and throw it up in brush and treetops. Let it sink to the bottom now. Then start reeling. That's how you catch big bass on spinnerbait. I just said I made a bad cast. I was way short of the stump and I let it sink. And I seen a fish slide out, so I just let it keep sinking. He grabbed it. I was 3 feet short, and he come out and grabbed it. But that's when they're feeding, guys. When you see crappie do that, you're 3 or 4 feet short of your cast. And if you got a live scope, you see it sinking, and you see them run out and grab it, they're feeding. That's a good thing. I'll have to make some more of these. That's a nice fish, man. Sorry, guys. Flies are eating me alive today. I got some spray. I might have to stop and spray myself. I done been bit so many times today. I feel like one of these baits. Okay, folks. I found some crappie on stumps, didn't I? Okay. Never fished that area. Went to an area I've never been. I started new. That was the idea of the video too. I want to go somewhere I haven't been for a long time. I don't think I've ever fished down through there. This lake is 20,000 acres. Yeah, it's a lot of water, isn't it? And I live on the river end. That was a long run for me. And I'm going to go back down that way some guys. The water gets clear as you go that way. But the reason I went down there is I wanted to prove to myself and make a video of me fishing somewhere I haven't been before and finding crappie on stumps. That's the first time I've seen those stumps. Now, if I didn't have a live scope, I couldn't have found those stumps. I would have had to use side imaging. Yeah, I might have found that, but I would have found them with down imaging. I could alert across them or use my trolling motor to pull me around down imaging and found them, all right? Because I like the down imaging better, especially for shallow water like that. Because I ran across it, it would have showed them right there when it showed the fish, all right? But for live scope, you can find them. But my point of the video is, and I was trying to share with y'all, crappie, we use stumps. And they hang stumps more than we think they do. We all think they got to have a tree in the water, a brush pile, or a dock, something big. A simple stump will hold 6 or 8, 10 crappie. My name is Dennis, Fishing Lake Country, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time, Fishing Lake Country.